Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. First frame, Stephen Hendry to break.
Well, having watched one legend, we're now watching another one, Stephen Hendry. And this match is a hard one to call. You would say that Hendry is favourite, but certainly not a certainty. Nobody'd be surprised if Stephen Lee won. That's how good a player he is. Big angle to get round the back if he wants to play for one of the bought colours. Went all out for the black. That could be costly.
It started early on, but he's now left a nice easy one for Stephen Lee.
What?
Who's the, like you're saying, I think Stephen would be the favourite, wouldn't he? Stephen Hendry.
Yes, I think Stephen started the season very, very poorly, as did a lot of the top players. All struggled earlier on, but he's just found a little bit of form. Well, he didn't look so good the other day in the semi-final of the league, where he lost 5-0 to Selby, but Selby did play very well indeed. But apart from that match, these last couple of tournaments, you know, the likes of the Stephen Lees, Hendrys, Peter Ebdons, Ken Doherty, a lot of players, you know.
A little bit unlucky.
Stephen Lee, 8. One.
Slippery off the cushions, it means to slide in a little bit, which is normal for the first day. Very fast. So Stephen Lee is getting one of the big colours into play.
Five.
This is a tough one to play. Always missable when they're like that.
5.
A nice red to get started.
One.
Ooh, how careless is that? That's really careless. Whatever you do when you play a shot like that, don't finish straight on the red along the cushion. Let's have a look at the angle, what he can do with this. Well, he's got just about enough to run it round. Great shot. Good
9.
recovery. Depends on what angle he has on the red in the middle, whether he can get it nicely up for a bought colour. But it's going to have a lot to do with the cue ball to get back onto another red. Ideally, he'd like to stay on the black. Oh, that's another bad shot.
17.
Well, I don't think he'd often say that Stephen Lee didn't very often get through the ball, but I think he's having bad contacts. It's the second one. Because that really was dead, wasn't it? The white then. It's You see what he's left with, very little angle to get on his next red.
Stephen Lee, 24.
Playing the plant here and trying to get a good white at the same time.
Foul.
That's a bad white now, isn't it?
Stephen Hendry, 4. One. Seven. Eight.
Well, Stephen Hendry's very comfortable down on the black.
15.
Made more centuries than any other player. Quite an, I think it's about 7 147s he's made in tournament play.
16.
Wow.
Stephen Hendry, 23.
This frame, both players have had chances and the quality hasn't been great.
Oh, thought that was in. Can he see it?
We tend to get this sort of pattern with these top players sometimes. If one starts badly, then the other one sort of gets affected by it. Should liven up before long. It's a very good shot.
1.
So he had to play it with a lot of side to get round the black. Like to have been a little bit closer to the black, but it's still very much available in the corner. Missable this one. I know what's going on, Willie.
8 points in front. Needs an angle on this next pink to either move the red off the cushion, which he'll need at some stage, or play for the loose one. Doesn't have the angle
9.
now to get onto that red that's near the right hand cushion, so he'll have to play for the one up in the balk area. This is not the best shot. I think he played for the red in the right hand corner. So still neither player settled.
15.
Could play the safety now, but I think the 3 points is handy. Then play a good safety off the red. Done with another 2 feet of pace in the cue ball, because it would have been a very easy safety shot, red in behind the black, white up into the balk end, but the angle he's got now, he can't do that. This is one of those where almost you can almost play the very close to the pot red, but make sure you get the white up into the balk area. The red will stay in slightly open play. He's playing a very thin, that's a negative safety shot for somebody of Stephen's class, but maybe he thought that was the only way out.
Well, his intention wasn't to for the red to catch the pink on the way across, and he's been a little fortunate. He's covered the red. Stephen's intention here would be for the red off the back cushion up towards the yellow. Pretty good. And when they did straight on, it had gone on to the top left corner pocket, and he's been a little fortunate.
He might play back through the gap between brown and green here. The key thing is to get a good white here. And he's played it nicely if it's got pacey enough. Oh, this will pot, it's not hard enough. If he plays it plain ball, he'll kiss the brown and green if he plays the pot. If he plays with side, he can avoid them.
I don't think he went for the pot, really, did he? He played the can and then off. Oh, you could see a bit more of that red than I thought from up here. I thought he was playing it thin for a minute. He's played a good shot there. The one thing that's been noticeable in Henry's game the last few months is that his safety has improved a lot. It hasn't been happening in this first frame.
Well, Stephen's had a quick glance at the potting angle, but I can't see the value in taking the pot on, so I think he'll play a safety. Well, he's took it on. He probably knew he was going to kiss the brown and felt that at least that'll slow the white down. Very risky pot, that one. You can play cushion first and send the red up the balk end of the table, or you can just try and hit it full ball and send the red there, but whatever happens, you've got to get the cue ball close to the cushion.
Most players just judge from where they are at that top side of the table and play from there. It's a good shot. He's using the black obviously as a cover on that side of the table. Not a difficult shot here for Stephen Hendry, knocking the right around the table. Don't think he can get in behind the black. Played in the middle or not. Well, he's got it and he hasn't apologised. What do you think, Willie?
Yeah, they're always a little bit fortunate there, but it is on. You see them played a lot in exhibition matches. That is so clever, Stephen. Lucky to get caught the jaw there. And this is a little bit more tricky now. He's going to have to play this slow with left-hand side, which makes this a tricky pot. So you couldn't play it plain ball because it had been too close to the green. He hasn't played that well. So he doesn't have to play any heroics getting onto the brown nicely. Very scrappy opening frame. Well, there was no breaks of any significance in that game, but Stephen Hendry seems to have done enough.
It looks from here as if you can hold the cue ball behind the blue and send the brown back down the table. Depends how he sees it. It's a long way for the cue ball to travel back down behind pink and black, but that's another option. No, he just didn't hold it. Didn't get the spin on the cue ball. Not easy now, with pink and black down this side of the table. Steve need a big target to get to. Now his options are restricted. I think both players will be glad to see this frame over with and get on with the rest of the match. Been running 32.5 minutes so far. Oh well, that's changed things a little bit, the way the pink and black's gone, Willie.
You could play this very thin, white towards the baulk pocket off 3 cushions, and brown in behind the black. He's playing the other way around, he's trying to get the white in behind the black and pink, which is a little bit more difficult. Well, it's a little bit unlucky to catch the jaws, to be fair.
What did he play then? I don't know what he played. I mean, he didn't get near to getting the snooker behind the pink and black. I mean, the brown was always going to come back down the table towards the cue ball. At this moment, Stephen Hendry cannot pot the brown to save his life. He's had about 3 goes so far. There's something about when your opponent needs one snooker, you think, well, I better make sure of this, and then you just don't sort of focus on the shot. So he's looking now Well, he looked anyway at putting the cue ball onto the knuckle of the middle pocket. If he'll change his mind. He needs to be patient here, Stephen Lee, because if he can get behind that pink and black, I tell you, it'll be a difficult snooker to escape from. Well, I was very optimistic. And Lee is one of the best tactical players in the professional game, and he should have just waited there.
4.
Well, it's certainly not been pretty this opening frame, but I'm sure that Stephen Hendrew will now keep Stephen Lee sitting in his chair. Having a glance at the scoreboard, and he has conceded, so no breaks of any significance in that frame, but that won't worry Stephen Hendrew as he takes the opening frame.